Welcome back, trainers. So this is going to be the final stretch for the Great League until it does return at the end of the season. Before we do go into the Ultra League Premier Cup, it's going to be pretty fun. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look here. So we're going to be running Mawile, of course, and then Shiftry, as well as Stunfisk. And then the new Pokemon I haven't really showcased too much, Meganium, which has been doing great with the Stunfisk as well as Mawile, and then, of course, the Meganium. Fantastic. And if you're thinking, yep, that's going to be weak to Fire, Alolan, Marowak, for sure, but we have Earthquake to handle that as well as the Stunfisk. So actually, we're in a battle with it right now. With that said, we're going to go ahead and try to raise our score to around 2,300. Unfortunately, when we did get our score officially, it wasn't that high. It was around 2,100. We were kind of slacking around, messing around with too many teams. I had a lot of things that I wanted to showcase to you guys, but unfortunately, we were not able to get around to that because there is a lot going on regarding the news, and I just didn't want to flood the channel with like 3 to 4 videos every day. But we're going to be doing that today. Really depends on your time zone. But anyways, we have the Shiftry out here up against... so it looks like we're going up against a team that was literally built to counter Shadow Mawile here. So we're doing fine. We're doing fine. Can't stop, won't stop the Shadow Mawile gang. Let's get it. On to the next battle here, starting it off with this Stunfisk. Do believe we're starting off with Stunfisk for the entire video. We have a good amount of battles here for you. So we have the mirror match. All right, so we're going to go ahead and let this first one go through. As a matter of fact, we're going to be letting the first two go through. We can handle those. Let's see. I think this one might have Mud Shot. I think it does. But anyways, I like to build up to 2, and since I have usually higher attack than the opposing Stunfisk, it does guarantee that I will get the CMP priority. So we will get off our charge move first. So we are barely hanging on, and it does have Mud Shot. And we're going to be getting off another one of these. Let's see if they want to use that shield here, and they're going to be able to take us out. That's perfectly fine. We're going to go in here with the Shiftry, and as much as I want to farm all the way down, I think I try to. Everything that the Stunfisk is going to be throwing at me is not very effective, but Shiftry is not the tankiest, and these are going to start to eventually add up. But Shiftry with energy is no joke, so we basically get to 100 energy. We're going to go ahead and expend this here so they can't keep chipping away at us. They're bringing in Beedrill here, so we're just going to go ahead and go with that foul play. This is going to do a good amount of damage to that thing. We do have the Mawile in the back, in which we're going to switch right about now, and make sure they don't get off a charge move. They do have an Azumarill in the back. I was contemplating and expecting that. So we're just going to go straight with the Iron Head here, doing good damage. Now, let's see what they decide to do. They're building up quite a bit of energy. They're not in a really good position here. The Shiftry is loaded, and we're going to be able to get to another Iron Head. This is going to do a lot of damage. I think we're just going to swap, or we're able to do it with the Mawile. Okay, that works. So Mawile, Azumarill counter confirmed here. All right, on to the next one. We're met with a Drifblim. And this is great. We're going to be doing super effective damage, but on the flip, they're also going to be doing super effective with the Icy Wind, as well as lowering our attack. So let's see how this does play out. I think we might let this first one go through, and that hurts quite a bit. So our attack has been dropped, no big deal here. Sure, we could have baited with the Mud Shot, but it takes so little energy to get to the discharge. We might as well just go for that, and just in case they let it go through, I don't think it'll take it out. So they're going for another Icy Wind, dropping our attack yet again. And we're building up, we're actually farming all the way down. They're bringing in Whiscash, so we're stuck in a not great position because if we do swap, they're going to counter swap, and we need to make sure our Mawile is not lined up with that thing because there's nothing we can do unless we did have Play Rough. Oh, those were the good old days. Probably should maybe test that out again. But let's see what we have. They're going to take us out here. Great. We're going to go in with the Shiftry. They're going to be swapping into Skarmory, and this is exactly why I made sure I won that battle there, or I needed to make sure I didn't swap, right? So we're in a great position. Basically, we want that Skarmory to take us out. Watch what I do here, folks. I stop attacking. I don't take it out. I stopped attacking there. That's not lag, because what I'm going to do is go in with the Shiftry and farm down. So we do have 2 Leaf Plays ready to go, just in case they had a little bit of extra energy stored up and they get to Blizzard somehow, some way. We're going to ensure that they're not able to get that off here, or at least just spam them into Oblivion. We just need to get this one through, and we're going to be able to take the game. Looking good. Shiftry, put it in work. All right, so those little strategies like that where you stop attacking feel so good when you pull off the win, when you needed that just a little bit of an extra energy here. So anyways, moving it on to the next one and raising up our score. We did pretty good today. And we're met with the Deoxys with our Stunfisk. This is a lovely battle. This is fantastic. We love this because Deoxys, the only thing it's really going to hurt us is going to be the counter. They can go Psycho Boost if they do have that, but it's going to lower their attack, and I've been in that position, and it's not really a threat, really, to be honest. We're going to simply just go discharge all the way. We're going to be able to actually win this here without shielding it up at all. And if they decide to shield up, I think we might do it as well. But we're going to be able to get to another discharge here and another one very quickly. They're using that shield. Now we can go for Mud Bomb. No need to go for that discharge because this is going to simply take them out. If they want to double up on those shields, fine, but they don't. They're going to be bringing in their own Galarian Stunfisk here. We're just going to go ahead and go for a super effective ground move right before they take us out here. They're not able to farm too much, which is great. We're just going to go ahead and go in with, I think, Mawile, right? All right, looking great. Now we just have to look out for that Earthquake. So we're not going to take any chances here. We're going to go ahead and shield this up as an Earthquake, so good thing we did. They're going to be swapping into their Azumarill. We're at an even shield advantage here, and energy as well is looking pretty good. Shield this up, and the thing about regular Shiftry is he can take an Ice Beam. Oh yeah, that's right. It can take an Ice Beam with a good amount of health, and you'll be fine. The bubbles are not very effective, and you should be able to get to another Leaf Blade. But we built up so much here, and able to get to another one. Look at this. Let's go, folks. And we're going to be able to take out that Azumarill and win the game here. They give it up. Good game. Moving it on to the next one here. We're met with another Galarian Stunfisk. Let's go, Stunfisk. All right. I was DM'd by a few people saying that they ran into the team that I was showcasing, so this is pretty fun to see it here because we weren't really seeing it too often before. Just the Galarian, right? But this one, I never understood it, why people stopped using it. It is just so good up against a lot of the meta that we're currently seeing, as you can see here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and let this one go through as well. No problem, but we're going to have to shield up the next one, right? So going for that. They're letting it go down, so no shields have been used on either end. They're going to be taking us out with a Razor Leaf Cherim, and we're just going to go ahead and go in here with our Mawile. And let... Well, no, what do we think? Not let this go through. This is going to be a Weather Ball Fire. So shielding that up, and they're going into Skarmory. I was about to swap, but I was like, you know what? Perfect. So what we're going to do here is just vamp up that Fire Fang with the Power Up Punch at this point. Absolutely shield this up. I mean, we could have technically let it go through, but we want to preserve that health there. We know the Cherim is not quite at a Weather Ball, so we're going to be able to do quite a bit of damage to that thing. And let's see how this plays out. And taking it out before they're even able to get to another charge with the vamped up Fire Fang on Mawile. Let's go. On to the next battle. We're met with an Azumarill. This is very beautiful. We love this. Well, it's going to be kind of a double-edged sword. Yep, they're going to be super effective to us, but we're also super effective to them, and we can win this battle here. They usually build up to like a Hydro Pump, and then go Ice Beam if they have only a Play Rough. That's even better because that indicates to me that going to take them even longer to get to that, as well as not super effective. They're swapping into a Shadow Dragonite, in which we're going to go into our Mawile, massively resisting dragon moves here. I was kind of a little bit worried that they might have a Hurricane, but it is quite expensive, so they might just have Dragon Claw, or maybe they're just opting to go with that Dragon Claw. So we're just building up a ton of energy here. Maybe I should have got off the Power Up Punch to do a little bit more damage to the Fire Fang sooner, but that's okay. We do have an Iron Head, and we are powered up here with the Power Up Punch. Let's see if we're going to be able to get this through onto the Azumarill. They decide to shield it up, which is smart because I would have done a lot of damage. Swapping immediately into our Stunfist and going for the discharge, taking them out, and they have a Munchlax in the back. So we're looking fantastic. We have nothing to worry about right now. And we also still have the Shiftry. We'll get to the Meganium here in a little bit. We have a good 30, we're like about 25-minute video, 28 minutes or so. Anyways, bringing in the Shiftry here, and we know that it's probably going to have Bulldoze or Body Slam. More than obviously, it's going to have Body Slam. Check this out, folks. This is insane. I was like trying to flex. I was like, I'm not shielding this up. Gunk shot. I got me a little nervous. I knew the Mawile would be able to handle it, but I was like, man, that was a little close for comfort when we had a shield. All right, next battle, we're met with a Skarmory. They're swapping into Swampert. We're going to go right into our Shiftry here. I was a little nervous that this might be Sludge Wave after that battle. I was like, nah, we're not going to take the risk. It was just a Hydro Cannon. And I was thinking to myself, that was a little quick. All right, another Hydro Cannon. That's fine. Building up a ton of energy at this point. Expecting them to let this go through. And then they're going to go in with their Skarmory and farm us down. But what we're going to do is try to get off 2 foul plays here, and that's going to do a ton of damage to Skarmory. Let's see if they want to use a shield. No shield yet. Able to get to another one. Are we going to pull a shield out this time? And they can farm all day. That's fine. We're just going to go in here with the Mawile. Don't mind at all. Or actually, the Galarian Stunfisk. Of course, what am I thinking? They have a Venusaur in the back, so we're looking great. Mawile's going to be able to handle this, as well as the Skarmory. We're in a great position. We're just going to go ahead and shield this up, just in case it's a Sludge Bomb. Then to do an okay amount of damage to this squishy Shiftry, or Shadow Mawile. Getting my S's mixed up here. Now they're bringing in the Skarmory, all these S's. And we're just going to go ahead and take that Sky Attack perfectly fine and just melt away that steel with our Fire Fang. Fantastic. On to the next battle here. We're met with another Skarmory, and what we're going to do is just get ready to swap. They're deciding to stick this one out, so yeah, this one confused me a bit. Kind of like a strategy I use from time to time if I don't have something that's solid to answer to that, or if I actually have something solid in the back, I kind of want to let them take me out instead of swapping, because they're just going to swap and then it's just going to be out of line. So basically the only thing you could do sometimes is just stay in that fight. So they do have a Whiscash, which is exactly what we're talking about. So at this point, we're just going to spam these as much as possible to do as much damage as possible without switching, and then go in here with our Shiftry afterwards and expect a ton of energy to be built up. But they are using it at this point because it is starting to add up. They're probably like, whoa, 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 let's get that thing out of here. Alright, so one Leaf Blade is going to be able to take out a full health Whiscash, so we just need to get one of these off here. They swapped into Swalot, and oh, that's very interesting here. So we're going to be making a switch into our Mawile because we know it has Ice Beam, as well as Infestation is going to be doing a lot of damage to our Shiftry, being Dark and Grass, both of them weak to Bug. And pretty confident that the Mawile is going to be able to handle this here. We just need to play out the whole Whiscash deal. So we kind of need to make sure we're low on health, in which that happened. That's good. Just going to get off as much damage as possible. And we should be able... Alright, so now we're in a bad position. They have 2 shields, right? I'm going to have to get to 3 Leaf Blades if I want to win this. So they're going to be able to potentially burn our shield here and get to a Blizzard, right? So what I'm going to do is farm them all the way down. We're just farming them all the way down. We're not using any charges, and we're able to take the win. They have 2 shields. GG. Alright, moving it on to the next one. We're met with a Medicham. Now, this is a big problem. Like, not good. So I swap into my Mawile, and they go right into their Registeel. Alright, sounds good to me. Haven't seen this battle in a good amount of time. You don't really see Registeel floating around too much anymore. So we're going to go ahead and shield up this Focus Blast, definitely, and farm them all the way down here. And try to hit that Medicham with a Iron Head. Although, probably not the best idea. We should just go Power Up Punch. Oh, we are. Fantastic. Okay. Calling the shots. They didn't shield it up. Can we make it to Iron Head? We're so close. Man, what are we going to do? Let this go through. It's an Ice Punch. Oh, we had it. See, I wasn't tapping. We could have did it. Oh, man. We would have definitely gotten a shield out of them. So now we're not in a great position. Ice Punch. They're going to be swapping into Dugong. We're going to be going into Shiftry. Kind of impulsively swapped right there, but still okay because Medicham would have been doing a ton of damage to us with counter, and yeah, this one's doing a lot of damage with the quick move, so not good. Icy Wind is also going to be hurting us quite a bit. We got all the shields, but unfortunately not able to get to another Leaf Blade, folks, and we're going to take a loss here, or are we going to be going for this Discharge? I don't think it's going to be enough, obviously, because that Dugong is tanky. Oh, he swapped and used it as a 3rd shield. Well, that seals his win right there. Very nice swap into the Medicham to absorb that Discharge there to take the win with the Dugong. Looking good with that Icy Wind. Alrighty, moving it on to the next one here. Let's see what we are going to be met with, and that's going to be a Victory Bell. Absolutely horrible. Another bad position here, swapping right into our Shiftry. And they're going into a Alolan Marowak, in which it does have Hex. Big difference between that and Fire Spin going up against it with Shiftry. We're looking fantastic. So we got that through. We're going to be just going for a Leaf Blade just to take it out. He lets it go through, bringing back the Victory Bell here. And we're going to try to burn a shield by going for Leaf Blade here. And we get it. There's one. Fantastic. Can we get to a Dark Pulse here? Or a Foul Play, should I say. And yes, we do. They decide to shield it up. Okay. Going in with the Mawile, and we're going to go ahead and shield this up because it's going to hurt. Acid Spray. Okay, you got me. Very nice. And they're swapping into their Azumarill here. So we're looking pretty good. I think we're just going to shield this up and then just spam the heck out of it with discharges, obviously, right? We should be able to get to one more after this, I think. All right, there's one, there's two, and I think we're farmed down and then go for a ground type charge. I think that's what we want to do, Mud Bomb. And this should be enough to take out the victory belt. Easy money here. And there we go, looking great. Starting off with the Stunfisk and ending it with the Stunfisk. Raising our score, folks. Can we get to 2,300? Well, let's find out with these last battles here. All right, so starting it off with the Stunfisk, and we're met with an Alolan Marowak. We love this. Getting ready for the swap here. They're deciding to stay in this fight. We're going to go ahead and let this Bone Club go through. It is super effective, but it doesn't hurt that much. Getting ready for that swap, and there it is. Going straight into the Meganium, and let's have the introduction for it. We're going to start using it now. Meganium, guys, is super good. Love using this thing. My IVs on it, as you've seen in the beginning, are absolutely backwards for what you kind of want. But to my advantage, at least I'm going to be doing a ton of damage with my moves, right? I could farm things down. As you're going to see, we're going to actually do that. We have 15 attack in this. You don't want that, but that's okay. You're going to still see that it still does okay. Farmed it down. We have energy. In comes the Alolan Marowak. We're just going to go for Earthquake, because obviously you're going to want to shield this up. That's fine. We're getting that last shield, and that's what we want. We have that Stunfisk. Going to go immediately for the Mud Bomb here. This is not going to KO, but bring it pretty low. And go for the next one here. What do they have in the back that does not want to see it? Oh, okay. So that works too. So they immediately quit out and realized, nah. So we swapped into our Mawile. We would have been able to handle that situation there. So great. Moving it on to the next. We're met with a Umbreon. Okay, now check it out. Check out how Galarian Stunfisk is just a boss. Just a silly looking floppy fish, but still can handle the meta here. I mean, it's insane. Don't like the way it looks, but honestly, it's kind of growing on me. I kind of like it now, the silly little fish thing. All right, so this is not bad. All right, tanky Umbreon, but we're going to be able to spam just like crazy. So let's see how this plays out here. I already have it below half. We already know that they're hoarding energy. They could have gotten off another one. There it goes. There's that extra energy that they were saving up there, bringing us fairly low. Let's get this one off here. Should be able to get two more or one more. Come on, come on. Can we get it? Can we get it? We do. This will, I think, KO. Or actually, just almost. Oh, okay. So yes, I do want a shield because I want switch advantage. So using the shield here is perfectly fine. And you're going to see how that works to my advantage here. So we're going to go in with the Meganium. They're swapping into Skarmory, and we won. We've won. That's simple as that. Let's go. And that's using that shield right then and there was the determining factor for me for this battle. All right, I mean, you know what? Whatever I would have went in there with, they would have countered me, and then when I swapped, they would have swapped, and I would have been locked, and they had the counters for my team. It's just flip-flop right now, right? So we're looking great. Took out that Skarmory. Going to go ahead and go for that Iron Head onto the Azumarill. They still have two shields here, so a lot of energy. Actually, how is this going to play out? I do believe this is the one where I farmed this sucker all the way down. All right, so shielding that up, we're going to be able to take this. Meganium's a boss, and farm it down. There we go, 15 attack. All right, I like it a lot. Man, Meganium's awesome. On to the next battle here. We're met with a Berserker. Don't see this too often, but love it. Steel type up against my ground and electric. We need to look out for that close combat, though. So they're going to do something pretty tricky here. Well, I mean, it's kind of a strategy you want to go for, and that's build up to do close combats. And I was anticipating that. We are getting kind of low, so what we're going to do is go ahead and shield up the first one here, and they're going to hit us with another one, which we're going to let go through and then farm them down since they did drop their attacks so much, or their defense so much, and we have a bunch of energy. They're going to be bringing in Hypno, Shadow, so kind of glassy. So we're going to be able to do that. Oh, we almost made it to another one. That's fine. Now we're not in a great position. That Hypno has energy, and it probably has Fire Punch, which both the Pokemon we do have are weak to Fire Punch. And I think I severely screwed this one up here. I wasn't paying attention. So there's one I wasn't counting. I looked away, and I did not swap. I think I wanted to catch that with the Meganium. So it's going through and hurting quite a bit. Ow, we don't like that. And now we're in a horrible position. Swapping, but check this out. It ain't over yet, folks. They're going into the Registeel. We're playing a shieldless game at this point. Meganium is such a beast with this 15 attack, going for that Earthquake. Now watch this. Alright, they're going for that Flash Cannon. And I think, oh, never mind. There's a point in time where we're going to see me farm down a Registeel. And it has a lot of health. Alright, so weird lag right there. Okay. They're going in with their Hypno, and before we can farm them down, they're getting off that charge. Mawwow's going to go in here and hit it with a Fire Fang and say, good night, sleep tight, thanks for the win, and let's continue on here. Raising that score, we got a Dino. Not shiny though, but still you're going to be able to get that potentially shiny in the Go Battle League. Alright, so bringing up our score a little bit more. We need 2 more points to hit 3,200. 2,200. Okay, I wish I was at 3,200. Alright, so probably never find a battle. Anyways, on to the next one here. We're met with an Azumarill. Love it. Love it. We are just going to charge up to 2. Hit them back to back. And perfect. They were not able to get a bubble in there, so that's fantastic. Don't want any extra energy gain from them. Going to go ahead and shield this up. I don't really care what it is. I'll play rough, and I love that. That's a great indication that I can farm down at this point, but I don't. Okay. Should have, but all right. Because they were not able to get to another one, I don't believe. In comes Umbreon, so what we're going to do here is just do as much damage as possible before they do take us out. And then go ahead and go in here with, I do believe, Meganium, right? I think that's what I go in here with. We'll see. They do have a, what do they have? An Azumarill in the beginning. So, let's see. They need something to protect it from grass, right? And electric. So they could have a Stunfisk in the back, although this leaves this team weak to 2 fighting, which, I mean, that's why the Azumarill was up front. Or they could maybe have a Skarmory in the back, in which that's why we're going to go ahead and go in with Meganium, because if we went in with the Mawwow, I mean, we would be able to still take it out, but we want to line that up with the Pokemon in the back. So we want them to unload all this energy. Perfect. All right, fantastic. They're unloading all this energy. We're able to take them out. Now we can swap it to Machamp. Okay. All right, this changes things up here. Let's see how... Oh boy, this thing is a toughie. But we're going to be doing a lot of damage. It's going to go for this Power Punch. I was contemplating whether or not I should have done this because of what it does to you. It stops you. Yeah, I'm doing more damage with the Fire Fang now, but I think if I would have just continued on, it would have been a little bit better for me. Going in with the Meganium, and they're able to take us out with like 2 or 1 HP. GG's. Well played. Nice Shadow Machamp. Next battle, we're met with a Bastodon. They're swapping immediately into Deoxys. We're going to go ahead and go into our Meganium here, seeing that, well, Psycho Boost, we don't need to worry about it. Thunderbolt, not very effective. The only move that it's going to be really worthwhile for them to go for is going to be Rock Slide, in which that still is not going to be doing that much. And where our Frenzy Plant is just going to, you see, look at it, just devastates it. Frenzy Plant is a broken move, letting the other one go through, still holding on to 2 shields here. What are they going to do? Bringing in that Bastodon. Now I go for such an obvious move here. I go for Earthquake and they shield it up. Maybe should have just went for maybe potentially 2 Frenzy Plants. Maybe could have gotten to 2 of those, but doesn't really matter. They're swapping into, somebody has another Shadow Machamp. So we're just going to go ahead and do this damage and then swap into Mawwow. Farm them down before they can get to a charge move, but they're able to get to it. Dang it. I'm going to go ahead and just let this go through. Cross chop, doing a lot to my Mawwow there. And they got the Bastodon. We're just going to go ahead and go with that Iron Head. And we have Shiftry, or Shiftry, not anymore. Stunfisk in the back. And this is great. Doesn't matter how much energy they have. Because, yeah, their best shot is going to be Flamethrower. And still, that's not going to be doing that much damage. We shield it up. I think we let this one go through. And then we're just going to build up to 2 of those Mud Shots. Mud Bombs. And just hit him back to back and take the win with the Stunfisk here. So this team is putting in work, folks. Let's get it. Let's rise up. Great League was fun, but I am looking forward to Premier Cup in the Ultra League. Are you kidding me? This is going to be a blast. And one of my favorite Pokemon's on top for the meta, Venusaur. Met with an Azumarill for the next match. Love this. You know it. You know it. So the same old song and dance. They're swapping, though. Okay, I like that swap. And we're just going to go right into our Meganium here. And nothing they can do because everything is not very effective. And we're going to farm a lot of energy. But the Stunfisk can start adding up a lot of damage here. It'll start racking up if you get too greedy. Plus, there's a point in which you reach a max amount of energy and you're just wasting. energy gain, so you might as well get it off. So we almost have 2 Frenzy Plants again, getting to 2 of them on the Deoxys here. We're going to go ahead and hit these back to back and see what they decide to do, shielding up that first one. And we're going to go ahead and hit this one. It's going to do a lot of damage, bringing them into the yellow. And what are we going to do here? Do we shield this? Nope, letting it go through. Okay, okay. What are we going to do? Go in here with the Mawile. Very interesting. And getting hit by a Thunderbolt. What am I doing? Oh, okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm saving all my shield. Alright, perfect. Okay, I'm not paying attention to what's going on here. So burn that last shield. Go in here with the Stunfisk with loaded energy. Getting off 1. They're getting hit by 3 charged moves back to back to back. Probably super annoyed. And we're just going to shield this up and farm them down. Take the win. With Stunfisk, again, when they back out, they're like, nah, I'm done here. Oh, trust me, I know that feeling all too well as well. All right, on to the next battle here. We're going to be met with a... Oh, this is the last battle, folks. This is a Haunter. This is going to be a very interesting one as well. And I got nervous because if I didn't win this, I probably would have not... Well, definitely wouldn't have been able to get to 2300 Elo in the Go Battle League. Shadow Ball, that was it. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And then the lag. I would have been able to get to that charge move if it wasn't for that freaking lag. Are you kidding me? Give me a break. So we gotta salvage this. I'm thinking, well, there goes that. Let's see what they have for me. They're bringing in a Zoom Roll, and I'm just thinking, yeah, I was expecting that. Alright, let's just swap into Meganium and hope they don't have Skarmory, and it's a shiny Tentacruel. Wow, with Poison Jab, and I'm like, okay, this is doable. Let's get it. Meganium is a tank. Alright, we're going to be able to do a lot of damage with this. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So what I need to do is shield this up and farm it down. And then have energy to get off on the Azumarill, and we'll take the win. Let's see, let's see. Alright, we're able to get it first, and we're looking good. Gotta love that high attack. So if you did enjoy this video, folks, please give it a big thumbs up. Let's get ready for the Ultra Premier Cup. Should be pretty fun, and I can't wait to bring you guys videos covering it and my battles to see how different Pokemon do perform. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing, turn notifications on, and I'll be keeping you up to date on everything Pokemon Go. Take care, trainers.
Secrets they say.